Hi, I'm Andy Cates.
And I'm Pam Morris.
The ACC Annual Scientific Session is just around the corner. We are excited to take this opportunity to share some of the lessons that we have learned about preparing for meetings just like this.
We'll consider things that have worked and not worked for us and discuss recognized best practices and opportunities for feedback. Our goal is to help you become the best possible presenter, moderator, and educator that you can be.
Looking back, my presentations from when I first started presenting at large national meetings tended to have too much. That is, too many slides and too many words, and I spoke too fast. I realize now that I felt I needed to be too complete. I didn't know that slides are a guide, not a script, and that pace is key.
I did the same thing. I felt like I had to cover as much content as possible. It would have been very helpful to have learned to limit the amount of text on my slides and to focus on the key take-home messages for my presentation. But now I know I can go to the faculty development website for tips to make my presentation more focused, visually engaging, and impactful for learners.
Over the years, I have learned just how important the moderator or chair is to the success of each session. One of the key things I've learned is to communicate with speakers and panelists well in advance of the session. There's no better way to be sure that all participants understand the learning objectives and instructional design of the session. Something as easy as this has made me a better moderator and education facilitator.
I completely agree. The role of the moderator is to be sure that educators do not repeat content or have an excessive number of slides, and that each speaker has developed a presentation that achieves the educational goals of the session. I have found that the best way to do this is to communicate with all session participants well in advance of the meeting.
That's right, Pam, and planning ahead allows the session moderator to make sure the audience is involved. Engaging our learners is one of the most important parts of the annual scientific session.
The ACC has really worked to bring in more innovative and creative instructional design. As educators, we want attendees to walk away with tremendous enthusiasm about what they learned. One of the ways to do this is to step away from the podium and experiment with new tools for engagement like Twitter and audience response questions.
No matter how many times I give a talk, I always look for ways to get better. This year, the ACC Faculty Development Work Group has something special planned for all our faculty. Make sure you take the time to try out some new teaching techniques at the ACC's annual scientific session.
Members of the work group are offering 2 opportunities for speakers to receive coaching. The first opportunity will be dedicated pre-coaching in advance of the meeting, where you will be able to work with a member of the work group to receive immediate, constructive feedback on your presentation. Are you worried about time or how to make sure you're speaking to your message? Stay tuned for information on these exciting sessions. In addition, we will be offering on-site peer-to-peer coaching to handle any last-minute questions that you may have about your presentation. Times and coaches will be featured in the weeks to come, so make sure you're checking email to schedule time with one of these knowledgeable coaches.
We look forward to hearing your feedback. Let us know how this has helped you become a better educator.
Remember, ACC staff want to support you by providing the information you need to be successful. Be sure to pay careful attention to their communications for key details.
We appreciate all the work you put into making this and all ACC educational events successful. On behalf of the Planning Committee, members and attendees, thank you for participating and for delivering actionable education.